8 silent signs you need to take better care of your mental health. Have you ever felt a heaviness in your chest you can't explain? Or maybe you've snapped at something small for no reason at all. These could be silent signs your mental health needs some TLC. Today we're diving into 8 signs your body and mind send when you need to take better care of yourself. Stick around until the end, because I'll share 5 practical strategies to regain balance and live with more ease. Subscribe now and hit the bell so you don't miss our wellness tips. Mental health is just as vital as physical health, but we often overlook the subtle signals it sends us. In the US, over 50 million people deal with anxiety or depression, according to the CDC. And in our fast-paced lives, rushing through work, traffic, or endless notifications, it's easy to put self-care on the back burner. Your body and mind are always communicating, trying to tell you when something's off. Today, we'll learn how to listen to those signs and take action before things spiral. Ready to start this journey together? Constant fatigue, even with enough sleep. Ever wake up after a full 8 hours of sleep feeling like you just ran a marathon? This unexplained fatigue is more common than you think and could be a silent cry from your mental health. In the US, where the hustle of cities like New York or Los Angeles often keeps us on autopilot, it's tempting to brush this off as just another busy day. But this kind of tiredness isn't random. When your mind is overloaded, whether from work stress, financial worries, or personal conflicts, it burns through energy, even if you don't realize it. It's like your emotional battery is stuck on low no matter how much you rest. Look out for signs like struggling to get motivated. For simple tasks, such as answering emails, doing laundry, or catching up with friends, you might notice that activities you once enjoyed, like binge-watching a favorite show or grabbing drinks with coworkers, now feel like a chore. This is your mind signaling it needs support. It could be anxiety, chronic stress, or even early signs of depression. The CDC reports that mental health issues affect millions of Americans, with fatigue being a common red flag. So, what can you do? Start by jotting down what's weighing on you. Grab a notebook or use your phone's notes app and list your thoughts. Anything from, "I'm stressed about a deadline," to, "I feel overwhelmed by family drama." Getting those thoughts out of your head can lighten the load. Try cutting back on overstimulation, like endless scrolling on social media, which can drain you further. Set aside 10 minutes daily for something you enjoy, like listening to a podcast or sipping coffee mindfully. These small moments can recharge you bit by bit. If fatigue lingers for weeks, consider talking to a therapist. Many online platforms in the US make this accessible. Listening to your body now can prevent bigger issues down the road. Irritation over small things. Have you ever lost it over something trivial, like a spilled coffee or a slow Wi-Fi connection? This kind of outsized irritation, popping up out of nowhere, is a classic sign your mental health is stretched thin. In the US, where daily stressors like long commutes, tight deadlines, or balancing side hustles are the norm, these moments of snapping can feel like just another Tuesday. But they're a warning light. Your mind is telling you that your patience, which usually acts as a buffer, is running on empty, and small triggers are hitting harder because of it. This irritability might show up in different ways. Maybe you're short with coworkers, argue with your partner over tiny things, or get mad at yourself for forgetting something at the store. Try to notice. Does this happen more around certain people, like a demanding boss, or in specific situations like after a stressful Zoom call? In American culture, where keeping it together is often expected, we might bottle up frustrations, only for them to explode over something small. That's your mind begging for a break. To hit reset, try a quick 5-minute breather. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. This diaphragmatic breathing calms your nervous system. Another step is to track your triggers. Write down when you get irritated and what happened beforehand. You might spot patterns like irritability spiking after skipping lunch or doom-scrolling news. Talking to a trusted friend can also help. Venting over a coffee or a quick call can release pent-up tension. If you're consistently on edge, a therapist can help uncover deeper issues like anxiety. In the US, apps like BetterHelp or Talkspace make this easier. Taking action now can keep these outbursts from straining your relationships or peace of mind. Trouble focusing. Do you start a task only to find your mind wandering somewhere else entirely? Or maybe you read an email or a news article and realize you didn't absorb a single word. This brain fog is a hallmark of mental overload and a key sign your mental health needs attention. In the U.S., where many juggle demanding jobs, family responsibilities, and constant notifications, this struggle to focus is increasingly common. It's not just distraction, it could be stress, sleep deprivation, or mild anxiety, fogging up your brain's ability to stay on track. Brain fog can manifest in various ways. You might zone out during a work meeting, forget what you were about. To say in a text or feel like studying or planning takes twice as long. It often comes with frustration or self-criticism, like you're failing at being productive. In a culture that celebrates hustle and multitasking, it's easy to blame yourself, but that only deepens the cycle. Research shows chronic stress impairs the brain's ability to process information, affecting short-term memory and attention, which is why you feel scattered. To clear the fog, try the single-task approach. Pick one task and focus on it for 25 minutes without interruptions using the Pomodoro technique. Silence phone notifications and tidy your workspace. A clear desk can work wonders. Carve out 10 minutes daily for something relaxing, like listening to music, taking a walk, or practicing deep breathing. Check your habits too. Are you getting enough sleep? Staying hydrated? Small tweaks, like cutting back on late-night screen time or eating omega-3 rich foods like salmon or walnuts, can sharpen your focus. If the fog persists, consider a mental health professional. Many U.S. health plans cover therapy, and community clinics offer low-cost options. Tuning into your mind now is the first step to reclaiming clarity and calm. Changes in appetite. Have you noticed you're eating way more than usual or barely touching your food? Shifts in appetite are one of the body's clearest ways of reacting to emotional stress, and in the U.S., where food is often tied to comfort, think tailgates, barbecues, or late-night takeout, these changes can stand out. When your mental health is off balance, your appetite might swing wildly. You could be reaching for snacks constantly, especially comfort foods like chips or ice cream, or find that even your favorite meals don't spark joy anymore. This isn't something to ignore. It's a signal to pay attention. These shifts happen because stress and anxiety mess with your nervous system, which controls hunger and fullness. When you're anxious, your body pumps out cortisol, a hormone that can ramp up your appetite, leading to emotional eating. On the flip side, sadness or depression can kill your appetite, making you skip meals without noticing. In the U.S., where grind culture often pushes us to power through emotions, we might dismiss these changes as just a phase or a lack of willpower, but your body is waving a flag, saying something's out of sync. To get back on track, aim for a balanced meal routine, even if it's tough at first. Set regular times to eat and include nutrient-rich foods like fruits, veggies, and lean proteins. Notice if your appetite change is tied to specific emotions. Do you overeat when stressed about bills? Lose your appetite after a fight? Journaling these patterns can reveal triggers. Try a quick relaxation technique before meals, like a 1-minute deep breathing exercise to ground yourself. If these shifts last more than a couple of weeks, reach out to a therapist or nutritionist. Many U.S. community health centers offer affordable support. Taking care of your appetite is a step toward nurturing your mental health, and small changes can restore balance. Feeling emotionally empty. Ever felt a void you can't quite explain, even when you're surrounded by people or doing something that should feel good? This sense of disconnection, like something essential is missing, is a powerful sign your mental health needs care. In the U.S., where the pressure to stay positive and keep up with social events, think 4th of July barbecues or happy hours, runs high, this emptiness can feel especially jarring. It's not about being ungrateful or weak. It's your mind signaling that you've lost touch with yourself. This emptiness often creeps in when you're stuck in autopilot, racing through work, errands, and obligations without time for what truly matters to you. Maybe you've stopped doing things you love, like playing guitar, sketching, or watching feel-good movies. Or perhaps your connections with friends or family feel shallow, lacking the deep conversations you crave. This void can also be an early sign of depression or anxiety, which affect millions in the U.S., per the CDC. You might notice a lack of excitement for life, a sense that nothing matters, or trouble feeling joy in moments that used to light you up, like a holiday or a concert. To start filling this void, carve out time for yourself. Revisit a hobby you've neglected. It could be as simple as cooking a new dish or journaling your thoughts. Seek meaningful connections. Grab coffee with a close friend and open up about how you're feeling. In the U.S., where individualism is strong, these heart-to-hearts can be grounding. Try mindfulness, like a 5-minute meditation focusing on your breath, to reconnect with the present. If the emptiness lingers or brings intense sadness, reach out to a therapist. Many U.S. insurers cover mental health, and online platforms are widely available. You deserve to rediscover what makes you feel alive, and heeding this sign is the way forward. Irregular sleep. Ever spent nights tossing and turning, unable to fall asleep or waking up multiple times for no clear reason? Irregular sleep, like insomnia or fragmented rest, is a glaring red flag for your mental health. In the U.S., where long work hours, side gigs, and constant connectivity keep us wired, sleep issues are all too common. Sleep is critical for your body and mind to recharge, but when you're grappling with anxiety, stress, or racing thoughts, it's often the first thing to take a hit. Your brain stays in overdrive, replaying worries or jumping to tomorrow's to-do list, stealing your rest. These issues can show up in different ways. Trouble falling asleep even when you're exhausted, waking up at 3 a.m. with a racing mind, or feeling unrested despite sleeping. In the U.S., where hustle culture normalizes burning the candle at both ends, you might think this is just part of life. It's not. Research shows sleep deprivation messes with emotional regulation, memory, and even your immune system, raising risks for anxiety and depression. The CDC notes that mental health disorders are a leading cause of insomnia in the U.S. To reclaim your sleep, build a consistent nighttime routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time daily, even on weekends. Skip screens, phones, TVs for at least an hour before bed, as blue light suppresses melatonin, your sleep hormone. Instead, try reading, listening to a calm podcast, or sipping herbal tea like chamomile, which is widely available. Keep your bedroom dark, cool, and quiet, and avoid caffeine after noon. Relaxation techniques, like guided meditation or deep breathing, can quiet your mind. If sleep problems persist for over 3 weeks, see a doctor or therapist. Many U.S. clinics offer sleep assessments. Prioritizing sleep is a direct investment in your mental health and energy for a better life. Constant physical tension. Do you feel your shoulders locked up, your jaw clenched, or a headache creeping in out of nowhere? Constant physical tension is your body's way of screaming that something's off, and in the U.S., where daily stress, think rush hour traffic, demanding jobs, or financial pressures, is a given for many, these signs often get shrugged off. When your mental health is struggling, your body holds on to tension, as if it's perpetually braced for a threat. This is your nervous system stuck in fight-or-flight mode, reacting to emotional overload. Tension can show up in many forms: shoulders that feel like they're carrying the world, a stiff neck after a tough day, fists that clench without you noticing, or even a tight chest. In American culture, where pushing through is a badge of honor, we might chalk this up to just being tired. But it's more serious. Studies link chronic stress to muscle pain and even conditions like high blood pressure. This tension reflects unprocessed worries, maybe fear of falling behind, pressure to please others, or uncertainty about what's next. To ease it, try gentle stretches for 5 minutes daily. Focus on your neck, shoulders, and back with free YouTube routines. Practice deep breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6, and repeat for 2 minutes to calm your nervous system. Pinpoint triggers. Do you tense up after work calls or family arguments? Journaling can help spot patterns. Activities, like yoga or a quick massage, available at gyms or even DIY at home, are great too. If tension persists or pairs with anxiety, See a therapist or physical therapist. Many U.S. health plans cover these services. Listening to your body now can stop tension from becoming a bigger health issue. Avoiding social plans. Have you been saying no to hanging out with friends, skipping family gatherings, or dodging work happy hours? Avoiding social plans can be a subtle sign your mental health is struggling, and in the U.S., where social events like Super Bowl parties or neighborhood cookouts are a big deal, this withdrawal can feel especially noticeable. It's not just shyness or needing a break. It could be an emotional weight pulling you inward, making the thought of socializing feel overwhelming or even scary. This avoidance might start small. You cancel one plan, reschedule another, and soon you're spending most of your time alone. It can come with guilt, like you're letting people down. In a culture that prizes being outgoing and showing up, this isolation might get mistaken for laziness or disinterest. But it's often a hallmark of stress, anxiety, or depression, which affect millions in the U.S., per the CDC. Triggers might include feeling judged, being too drained to put on a happy face, or just not having the energy to engage. To take a step forward, start small. Plan a low-pressure meetup like grabbing coffee with a close friend in a cozy spot. Be honest if you're not feeling great. American friends often appreciate vulnerability in one-on-one settings. Try low-commitment group activities, like a book club or fitness class, to ease back into socializing. A 5-minute meditation before heading out can calm social anxiety. If isolation persists or brings deep sadness, reach out to a therapist. Community health centers and online platforms in the U.S. offer affordable options. Reconnecting with others is also about reconnecting with yourself, and small steps can bring back the joy of community. Practical strategies. Now that you've learned the 8 silent signs your mental health needs attention, let's talk action. Here are 5 simple yet powerful strategies to start nurturing your well-being and finding balance. In the U.S., where long workdays, commutes, and digital overload can pull us away from ourselves, these steps are crucial. Let's dive in with purpose and bring more calm to your life. Practice daily self-reflection. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes each day to check in with yourself physically and emotionally. Grab a journal or use your phone's notes app to write down how you're feeling, like, I felt drained after a meeting, or I got annoyed over something small today. This practice, often called journaling, helps you spot patterns and emotional triggers. In the U.S., where keep going is a common mindset, taking time to process emotions can feel foreign, but it's a game changer. Do this in a quiet moment, maybe with your morning coffee or before bed, and be real with yourself. Over time, you'll see what's sapping your energy and make smarter choices about your time and relationships. Get out in nature. Spending time outdoors can be a natural antidote to stress and anxiety. The U.S. is full of green spaces, from Central Park to local hiking trails. Try a 15-minute walk in a park, feel the grass under your feet, listen to birds, or even tend to a houseplant. Research shows nature lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and boosts mood. If you're in a busy city like Chicago or San Francisco, find a nearby park or even a tree-lined street. A quick dose of fresh air or sunlight can work wonders. Make it a weekly ritual, like a nature reset, and notice how your mind feels, clearer and lighter. Build a relaxing bedtime routine. Good sleep is a cornerstone of mental health, but stress can throw it off. Create a nighttime routine to cue your body for rest. Avoid screens, phones, laptops, for an hour before bed, as blue light blocks melatonin, your sleep hormone. Instead, read a book, listen to a chill playlist, or sip herbal tea like chamomile. Easy to find at any grocery store. In the U.S., where late-night scrolling or binge-watching is common, this shift takes effort but pays off. Keep your bedroom dark, cool, and quiet, and skip caffeine after lunch. A 5-minute guided meditation, free on apps like Calm, can also settle your mind. This routine will help you sleep better and feel more refreshed. Reconnect with hobbies or passion. Stress and routine can disconnect you from what lights you up. Think about something you used to love but dropped: painting, cooking, playing basketball, or watching classic movies. Carve out at least 30 minutes a week for it, guilt-free. In the U.S., where community events like open mics or rec leagues thrive, Picking up a hobby can also spark connection. Try a new recipe for a potluck or join a local art class. If you prefer solo time, journal or strum a guitar. This you time reignites your energy and reminds you who you are beyond daily grind. Reach out for support. You don't have to face mental health challenges alone. But in the US, where self-reliance is celebrated, asking for help can feel tough. Open up to a trusted friend or family member, maybe over burgers or a walk in the park. Sharing what's on your mind can lift a huge weight. For professional support, consider a therapist. Many US health plans cover therapy, and platforms like Talkspace offer affordable options. Start small, like venting about one specific worry, and see how it feels to be heard. Asking for help isn't weakness, it's strength. Start with one of these strategies today and watch how small changes rebuild your mental health. You're worth the effort, and every step counts. Your body and mind are always sending you signals. Don't ignore these 8 signs. Constant fatigue, irritability, trouble focusing, appetite changes, emotional emptiness, sleep issues, physical tension, and social withdrawal. Take charge of your mental health with the 5 strategies we covered. Which sign hit home for you? Share it in the comments below, and if this video helped, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Health Evolution for more wellness tips. Let's keep evolving together.